So here's the third gen 83 Z28. Been working on for probably 2 years now. Do have a hood on it. I did order this hood back a couple months ago, brand new. It's a 4-inch hardwood cowl steel hood. Slow part was finding the hinges. So once I found a set of hinges, we got the hood on there, and did have some issues with that, trying to get all the accessories on the front here to hold the hood down. But no matter what, it's on there now. It's lined up really good. I'm happy with it. It's a good quality hood for the most part. Now, having belt issues. I had a belt ran the same way that this one is ran, so it goes crank, water pump, then power steering pump back here, and then I had another one up here for the alternator. So if this thing throws a belt, there's always a belt turning that water pump. Well, it started throwing an alternator belt. It's not a big deal. I've got an interstate battery. It holds up pretty well. But I need it to keep a charge on the system. So I took the one off the power steering pump and I put it on the alternator, and went out and had a little bit of fun with it, and tried to get it to fly off, and the belt is still on there, as you can see. So now we need to figure out what's going on with the power steering pump, that it's making an issue, because I know that the power steering pump pulley has a little bend to it. I do have a couple extra pumps, so if this pump is really bad, we can't repair it, we'll just take it off and we'll replace it. So but we do have a working turbo 350 trans in it now. I still having to do some other stuff. I've got all new brakes, mini spool, axle seals, and diff gasket, but I do want to go to a different gear in it, so I'm going to save all those parts for when that time comes, because right now I mean, I have fun with it a little bit here and there, but it's mainly parked. I drove around the yard and some back roads running close to the house, but don't tell anybody that. It's a fun car. It's got plenty of power. By far the fastest thing I've owned. Probably the fastest thing I've drove. But the gear is too high, so it doesn't really pull too much on the low end. But when you get in the higher RPM, in a higher speed, in the RPM range, it does pull really well, which is surprising for the gear, because I'm not too sure what gear is in this, but I'm sure it's a highway gear, because this was fuel economy V8. Another thing, I started doing some body work on this car, and if you look, you can kind of see this part of the quarter is a little bit brighter of white. So is the door there. Doing some dents and stuff. I got it smoothed out and everything, and I put some cheap white paint. I think it's Krylon. Should have got Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum's a lot better, but the color's a little bit different, and then you can also see it's a lot glossier than the rest of the car, but it doesn't matter. I just did that to seal in the Bondo that I've done. Black paint over bare metal and stuff like that here and there on the car. It looks like crap. Still got a huge dent there. I haven't got that all the way out. But hood's fading, becoming chalky. So we're going to have to put some paint on it. So I'm thinking just doing, well, I guess it probably makes sense to go with white. No. The reason why I'm thinking white is because so that this and this is the same color, so it won't look different when you spray the whole thing. But the whole thing's going to get primered before it gets painted anyway, so we'll just do some gloss black on it. You can also see some spots around the edges. It's a little wavy. It's just part of the manufacturing process of these steel cowls, but no dents or anything. Like I said, the really big issue I had with this hood was there was no nuts in here for these bolts, so I had to put nuts in on the backside. No big deal. Hood works perfect, just like a factory hood does, so I'm happy with that. It does catch the air cleaner. You probably heard that in the intro. Catch the air cleaner a little bit here and there, not too bad. Still rocking the stocks for the wheels right now. Tires are eat up. Started doing some interior work. So I've got the back half of the interior out, and I think I showed that in another video. Parked really close to the building here, but see some of the Bondo there underneath the cheap Krylon paint. Let's go in here. I'll show you some of the plastics that I've already gotten done. All those are painted, ready to go back in the car. Just got to do the carpet. So this is the back carpet. We got to redo it. Most people will just replace it. I'm not going to replace it. I'm just going to clean it, bleach it, and bleach it just to clean it. But do the same paint that I did the plastics with. It says it's for fabric. I tested it out. Worked out pretty good. So we got the door hitting the floor there, but we got the 4th gen seats. We got those at Pull Apart for like 60 bucks. They're really good shape. They got all the bolsters and everything in them. The only issue I have with them is they don't match the interior, but I'll probably just get some seat covers, also protect them from fading. Do have to do some modifications over there. I do not actually have the studs in the floor anymore for the seats. And also LED light up there. Lights up pretty well at night, and you can see how nice the headliner's holding up there. If you go back in the videos, you'll see me halfway showing you how to restore your headliner. I was actually able to save the original headliner out of the car. I just had to rewrap it, so it turned out pretty good. These are the door panels that came on the car. They're in decent shape, just like typical any other cardboard door card. The plastic here isn't really well attached, especially not on the driver's side. So if that becomes an issue, we'll just change them out later on. See, the outer door sill here is gone pretty much. Do have a new one for it. It's just they have to come off for the car to get painted anyways. But I already installed the new one on this side when I did this window, because this car didn't have glass on this side. I had to put that in. But yeah, happy with well, that'd be a lie. I'm not really too happy with the progress on the car. I feel like I'd be a lot further by now, but like I said, this was my first build from a roller, so I have ran into some stuff that I didn't really expect to be so complicated. If I had a bunch of money laying around, this stuff would be cakewalk, but I don't, nor do I have a lot of time, so we're stuck with what we got. We'll just keep going for better. But I'm gonna end the video there. Phone's getting mad at me for recording. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and everything, all that jazz.